Parrot Cay has got to be one of the most private holiday destinations in the Caribbean. A private island located a short distance away from the main island of Providenciales in Turks and Caicos. This is a luxury hideaway where the rich and famous retreat, and who can blame them when the beaches are this stunning and the sparkling turquoise waters are warm and clear. There's only one thing on everyone's agenda here, and that's relaxation. The hotel's accommodation is spaced out around the island and hidden between the beach and lush tropical vegetation. Guests can choose from cottages, studios on the beach or villas, and if you're looking for the ultimate in luxury and seclusion, there are 6 private homes, each with a dedicated butler.
Parrot Cay is like private island, as people know, but what people don't know about Parrot Cay is, yes, it's a private island, but it's the seclusion of it, the feeling of tranquility. What makes Parrot Cay special is really the quietness and the tranquility that you get when you come here. We have 46 block room, which is a standard room, and we have 15 beach villas that goes from 1 bedroom to 3 bedroom. That's on the resort side of it. On the private estate side of it, we have villas that go up to 11 bedroom. So there's really something to choose for everybody. We have a lot of people coming in honeymoon, so the block room might be popular, or the small beach villa, the 1 bedroom would be popular for that.
There really is nothing pretentious about this island or any of the accommodation. It's simple, elegant luxury. In the beachfront private estate villas, floor-to-ceiling patio doors fold back, providing direct access to the sand and helping guests constantly enjoy the beautiful Caribbean setting. 4 poster beds in the bright, uncluttered bedrooms assist in creating a haven in which to further unwind. And again, the large patio doors are wonderful to open first thing in the morning and experience the gentle summer breeze. The warm teak-featured furniture of the lounge and bedrooms are in constant contrast with the cooling marble ensuite bathrooms. Luxury cosmetics and the promise of an indulgent soak make it hard to resist bathing in the suite's freestanding baths. And whilst you won't spend any time cooking in the kitchen yourself, the oversized fridge will keep your favourite glass of wine chilled, perfect for a sundowner or pre-dinner drink on your private terrace.
From my point of view, what makes Parrot Cay so special compared to other destinations, yes, it's a private island, but it's really that feeling of tranquility, of peace, and we hear it all the time. People come here and they say, I was really able to disconnect.
If you need a little help to unwind, you could always have a go at beach yoga, or just try relaxing by the pool.
We have fantastic food, fantastic service, award-winning spa, but it's really that sense that you're on your private island, that you have your own space, and even when the resort is sold out, you still have that tranquility and that sense of, oh my God, there's nobody here. So that's really what makes us very different. We have these fantastic beach villa, these fantastic rooms, but we have tennis courts, we have like award-winning spa.
Even the most tense of guests who perhaps find unwinding a challenge would find it difficult to not get swept up in the aura of tranquility at Parrot Cay. But if you need more than Mother Nature's natural beauty to help you disconnect, then their spa and signature massages, like the villas and suites, will help you on your journey of relaxation. The treatment rooms also offer breathtaking views across the island and ocean. Of course, depending on which treatment you choose, you may need to rely on your memory of Parrot Cay's beauty while you lie back and close your eyes. But with 3 miles of white sandy beaches, mangroves, palms and wetlands, it's not a difficult image to store. The villas are sympathetically immersed within the beach setting and partially hidden behind trees and tropical gardens. Lush green vegetation is punctuated with bright Caribbean blooms, and the private decking around the villas, like almost anywhere on the island, provide a perfect setting to take a minute and enjoy the views.
Really what people are coming for. They're not looking to do 25 different things. They just want to disconnect and relax. So we have the Terrace restaurant, which is located in the main building. It's a Mediterranean restaurant with a strong Italian cuisine. Our executive chef, Stefano Cavano, is Italian. He was actually the first Italian chef born in Italy to get a Michelin star outside of Italy. So, he's quite famous and very talented and very humble, so very pleasant to talk to and interact with. This restaurant is open for breakfast and for dinner. And then we have Lotus Restaurant, which is at the poolside, closer to the beach. It's Asian influence with a bit of Caribbean mixture into that. And this is open for lunch and dinner. They're both about the same size. We can fit about 80 people in both outlets. The Lotus is very popular in the evening. People like to be sitting by the breeze, and until the sunset, you see the water and everything. But they're both quite casual.
A range of catamarans, windsurfers and kayaks are available on a complimentary basis on the main beach. The recreation team provide complimentary instruction for the most novice guests, so don't worry if you've never sailed before but would really like to give it a go. The professionals will teach you the basics on dry land before setting sail on open sea, and they'll stay with you if you're not quite ready to captain your own ship. But like everything else on this island, the pace is slow and very relaxed, so if you don't master sailing on day one, there's always tomorrow. The shallow reefs around Turks and Caicos make snorkeling an ideal way to witness the underwater sea life. Private charters are also available for guests who desire the intimacy and freedom of hiring their own vessel.
There's a lot of beautiful islands in the Turks and Caicos Islands. This particular island, or key as it's known locally, is called Big Water Key. We're on the north shore of the Caicos Islands. Basically, very secluded, it's all national park, lots of beaches, beautiful turquoise waters as you can see, in pristine condition. This coral reef is the third largest coral reef in the world. Basically the largest obviously being the Great Barrier Reef, followed by the Belize Barrier Reef in Central America. This barrier reef starts in the Exumas in the Bahamas and stretches over 400 miles south of here to our nation's capital, Grand Turk.
We're very, very fortunate. We live, on one of the best islands in the world. That's something that we know. Living on these amazing turquoise waters and the beautiful islands with the beautiful people of the Turks and Caicos, it's a phenomenal lifestyle. It's peaceful, privacy is the new luxury.
Parrot Cay is the definition of luxury retreat. A 1,000-acre private tropical island that's surrounded by clear blue seas and pristine white sandy beaches. quite literally paradise, combined with privacy and seclusion, which makes this resort such a special and unique place to visit. Miles of soft, golden, sandy beaches are a welcome sight for holidaymakers who've arrived in Portugal's Algarve region. Unfortunately, there's no escaping the modern, purpose-built hotels in Praia da Rocha, but with the Atlantic Ocean on their doorstep, it's a view visiting tourists are prepared to live with. Their region's former capital, Silves, is architecturally speaking thousands of miles away from Praia da Rocha, but actually only a 30-minute drive in the car. Silves was once a Moorish capital, which the Moors and Christians fought over for centuries. Today, it's a picturesque, charming town, with many beautiful buildings and well worth a visit from tourists seeking out history and culture. Portimao was historically a fishing and shipbuilding centre, so there's plenty of boat excursions that sail tourists into and along the region's famous sea caves. There's about 150 kilometres of coastline to explore, dotted with cliffs, beaches and fishermen's villages. Perched above the beach of Praia da Rocha is the area's most luxurious hotel, the Bella Vista, part of the Relais and Chateau Group.
The Bella Vista was the first hotel in the Algarve. The main building, the palace, was built in 1918. It used to be a 3-star hotel and also an hostel. And in 2011, we reopened as a 5-star hotel with 2 more different buildings, more rooms, more outlets, the restaurant, the spa. We have the L'Occitane Spa, the only one in Portugal as well. And well, we have the best thing is the location, right in front of the ocean and right very close to one of the most famous beaches in the Algarve, which is Praia da Rocha. It was the first hotel in the Algarve. It was built in 1918, only the palace with 14 rooms. It used to be like a holiday house from an important family, a Portuguese family. And then they build it as a beach house, but full of details. They bring the wood that we can see all over the palace. The wood is from Brazil, the exotic wood. The tiles, very Portuguese in the original ones, the tiles, and also the stained glasses that we have also in the palace. And then we base on these elements, the interior designer called Graça Viterbo, she redo all the things in the palace with based on this. So as you can see in the hotel, it's a very eclectic style, full of colors, full of details, and it's a mix from the old times and the new days. So, but it matches, it goes, and the feedback that we have from the guests is very, very, very good, and it is a unique product here. I like all the rooms because all of them, they are different. If you go to the Blue House, they are all turquoise, black and white. If you came to the palace, all the rooms are different. We have 11 here, all are different. We have red, you have yellow, you have blue, you have Bordeaux. And if you go to the Garden House, the new building with 20 rooms, it's more Miami style, it's more beach style. We have blue and yellow and red, so all are different and all are unique.
The Bella Vista boasts the only L'Occitane spa in Praia da Rocha. Their range of products is founded on a commitment to natural cosmetics, especially those plants found around the Provence region of France, such as lavender and almonds. The spa is based on one simple concept, that guests simply close their eyes and are transported to the lands of Provence, which isn't difficult with the subtle aroma of lavender. Like the hotel, the spa's interior design is bright and quirky. Natural light is embraced as much as possible, and after a treatment, guests can unwind even further in the relaxation room.
Our chef is very young, but he's very professional. He is very well known here in Portugal, and his background is from Michelin star restaurants. Our food here is based on the regional products, very fresh. Every day our chef goes to the market to see the fresh fish, meat, the fresh products, and then he brings it to the hotel and to provide to our guests. We are in the Algarve. We have the best oranges in the world. So as we put like a bonsai tree on table with the oranges, you can eat oranges, which is very unique. We also have other things as unique and traditional, like the almond, the carrot bean. They're also original from the Algarve, and we like to do and provide to our guests very typical food. But obviously, as it is a fine dining restaurant, we have to do a little bit better and to improve and to provide a memorable experience to the guests.
The entire experience of staying at the Bella Vista is indulging in the very best, from food, spa treatments and sumptuous oversized recliners around the palm tree-lined pool. The grounds are perfectly manicured and the new Miami-style building overlooks the gardens and ocean. For guests that can tear themselves away from the poolside oasis, there's a private path that leads directly down to the beach and sea. Portugal's beaches are some of the best in Europe, and becoming equally synonymous with excellence are the country's wines. In the last few decades, especially in the last 10 years, Portuguese wines have broken into the world wine markets and are recognised as some of the best emerging wines. The Algarve, Madeira Islands and the Azores are Portugal's main wine-producing regions, and a reluctance to follow trends and plant international grapes is now paying dividends for the country. The unique flavours of Portugal's native grapes have become their trump card.
My project, my shop, has to do with the concept of what is a sommelier. A sommelier is basically somebody that advises different types of wines to the different situations, food or occasions. In my shop I like to have mostly wines that are a little bit away of the commercial circuit, you know, wines that cannot be found in supermarkets and places like that. Don't take me wrong, it's not that they are bad or good, it's just that they are different, you know. And here I always pay attention to international wines, because to me it makes sense to pay attention to the world of wines, and I have a nice selection of emblematic wines from different nationalities, Spanish, Italian, French, obviously, New World wines, of course, but at the end of the day it all comes out like Portuguese is the thing, you know, and everybody that comes to visit me, they're looking for the Portuguese wines. And I know that a lot of people know us mostly because of the red wines, but the white wines, you should pay attention to it. The reds are fantastic, always been. Now more and more beautiful red wines are being well known internationally. But the white wines is something new to us, you know. Only 10 years ago we started to see people producing white wines with a high level of quality. And it's incredible the dynamic that these people are producing the wines and how fast they are bringing new things and better things into the market, that almost every week I'm surprised with something new with a higher quality than the ones before. I like to compare it like a DJ. DJs sometimes they like to play music for themselves, and this is exactly what our wine producers were doing in the past, doing wines for themselves. They were not looking of what's going on in the world, what is the trends in these days, what people are looking for. So suddenly they started to realize that there is a world, you know, out of our borders, and they started to do wines that are much more commercial. But by saying this, I don't want to say that they are not high quality wines. Of course they are. The port wine is something that has to do quite a lot with with ourselves, our culture. We started to produce this wine many centuries ago, and there's a lot of I would say Portuguese feeling into this wine. The wines are basically made from a very old place, from very old vines, with people that been doing this for centuries already. And it was always considered as the wine in Portugal. It's a fantastic wine. It's a fantastic wine because it can age pretty well. You can adapt it to the different situations in an incredible way. So there are many reasons why port wine to me is the wine of my life.